Hey guys, welcome back to Angel Angela. And on this topic, as you guys can see, I'm going to make a short video on the narcissist having a feminine ego. The narcissist man having a feminine ego. When dealing with narcissist, this could be even in a man's perspective when dealing with a female narcissist. A lot of times you see memes and jokes being played about women having the upper hand when dealing with different men because they have a man, that is providing them with food. You have another man providing them with the ability to pay for their bills, another man that, they're being sexual with, and just having different friendships. And sometimes when you're dealing with a lot of men who have dealt with narcissist women, that's literally what they pick up on, is they pick up on their will to manipulate others to get something out of them. And a lot of times when these men, figure out that this narcissist woman was using them, and playing with their emotions, a lot of times they want their things back. Sometimes they tell this woman, I planned on marrying you. That's why I gave you the engagement ring, but we're not getting married. I need my ring back. And the narcissist woman will literally look at them like, this is a gift. You can't take a gift back. And basically, they're laughing at you because they feel like, hey, it's your fault. Things happen. Life goes on. I got what I wanted. And if you choose to do something, I'm going to make sure that you dig yourself in a deeper hole than you're already in. And a lot of times, this is where arguments get started. This is where a lot of these women call the police and get these men in trouble. And that's the problem with these women. But when we're speaking of the narcissist man and his ego being somewhat feminine, the same characteristics that I described, from those memes that people make about these women having different types of men that are doing for them, the narcissist has put themselves in a position where they want to be treated as if they're the woman and you're the man. And it's not saying that, it's not saying that you are masculine or anything like that. It's saying that the narcissist has decided that, and I'm not saying that it's okay for women to do this to men. I'm saying that in most narcissistic women, this is how they live their life. They sleep with different men. They don't get attached to them. Emotionless people, emotionless women, very cold-hearted. And, when they get caught being manipulative, they know how to cry and make themselves seem innocent, especially if you show them who they really are and you put that mirror right in their face. When I say that the narcissist man has this feminine energy to them, it's not to necessarily stereotype, but I guess we have a way of labeling men to be strong, and it's not really my place or anyone else, place to say how someone should act or behave according to their gender or their beliefs. So it's not to judge anyone, but based on tradition, a man was, there to provide. He's stronger than, physically stronger. The woman has to bear the child for 9 months, and this is where she has to nest, and the man has to be strong for her, So that by saying feminine, I mean that the narcissist cannot put himself in a situation or position to be there for you when you need them the most. That's why they're not around when you bear children. This is why, even if you bear children, they're there harassing you. They're there making you feel worse about yourself. They can't put themselves in your shoes. They don't feel for you. They don't feel as if because you're a woman, they should treat you differently. If anything, they feel as if they are the prize. And if you want to keep them around, you have to put in the work to keep them around, because there's many people around them that are doing things for them, and they feel as if, I'm inviting you into my world, and this is part of my world. And, if you want me to marry you, if you have to, make sure you pay for everything. You have to make sure that I have a nice outfit. It's like, instead of looking forward to all the things a little girl would dream about, right? Like getting married, having a big dress, or, this fairy tale world that we made up for ourselves. Instead of you looking forward to all these things, you realize that you have came into this world where the narcissist will torment you, and they will become your worst nightmare. And in that reality, you realize that things aren't what they seem. And all the things you felt like you should have had, the narcissist feels like he should have those things. And, you will, try to bargain with them. You will try to make scenarios of why they should be a good husband or why they should be a good parent. But it all boils down to it's all about them. And this is why I say they have a feminine ego, because they feel as if, why should I put a ring on your finger? You should be putting one on my finger. But because I know you come from a good family, I'm going to put a ring on your finger so that at our wedding reception, I can open all of my gifts. They're not thinking about you. And waking up to that reality, that you've been with someone who's literally a con artist. They con everyone, and they know that their destiny could end up, being alone. That can be their destiny. They understand that, and they feel like they deserve nothing but that. But if anyone is willing to help them out of that hell and that pain they feel as if they should, take that chance for as long as they can. That's why the narcissist is a time waster. But in their minds, they're not wasting time. They're creating memories for themselves. Anything that you've done for them, they're creating those memories. Any supply that has ever done anything for them, family, friends, they're creating their own memories, only to sit back and think of the tormented, how tormented they've left you. And when they realize one day that you made it out of that hell they tried to drag you from, it upsets them. They will start talking bad about you. They will bring you up out of nowhere. And you've moved on. You've extended your family, or you've created your own family. You've made a name for yourself. You've become successful. That is the way to beat the narcissist. And like I said, it's not to be a sexist. It's just to say that a lot of scenarios and stereotypes that we have, they tell a half truth, but not the whole truth. The whole truth is that male and female narcissists both have a big ego. And it's all about them, whether they're telling the truth or not. And most of the time, they're not telling the truth because they're pathological liars. So I hope that makes sense. But with men, as they're portraying themselves to play that same role that narcissist woman is playing, we must understand that demon, that evil entity in them, that evil spirit, that you feel it, while you're with them and they're draining you slowly, while they're killing you slowly, and you feel them attacking you, you might not be able to sleep peacefully anymore. Everything starts to bother you or agitate you, because you already know how they truly feel about you. Sometimes it might sadden you and sometimes it might make you angry. All you know is that you feel bad all the time. And they're watching you feel this way. They see the pain they have caused. They see the trauma they have inflicted. They see those things. And a lot of times when you feel bad, because you know that the person in front of you is not real, and you're coming into that reality, or you're coming into the conclusion that this person's constantly lying to you, and you can't understand why, or why they pick these meaningless arguments with you. But something doesn't feel right. And as this dark cloud hangs over you, that same dark cloud of pain, they know that they feel every single day and every single second. And after dealing with these type of people, you learn to trust your intuition. You learn to empathize for others, but also you learn to not waste your time, because you realize that time is very valuable, and you can't waste your empathy on people who don't value your empathy. All you can do is plant a seed, forgive, and keep going, creating your reality and your story after knowing the truth of who you are. And one thing you do know is that when you leave these relationships and people talk to you about their pain, whatever it is, and you put yourself in their shoes, you can feel their pain. And you can also feel when someone is playing the victim and they're not really the victim. You can tell when you're dealing with a narcissist and you realize, wow, this person is crying, but I don't believe anything they're saying because I feel their dark energy hanging over me. And you will tell yourself, I can't really be friends with this person. Like, I feel like whatever they're telling me, I feel like they'll actually do it to me. And what's so sad about that is that when you're dealing with a narcissist, you know that you have this dark void hanging over you. And you're not understanding at that moment that they're trying to get you to feel the pain that they feel. And when you finally do feel that pain, they rejoice in it because they're like, hey, you finally feel how I feel, huh? Well, I don't feel sorry for you because I feel like this every day. And, you know, their whole thing is someone did this to me. And you're kind of like, okay, well, you did this to me. And they won't take any accountability for what they've done to you. but they will cry wolf to everyone else and anyone willing to listen. And it's not because they care about their friends and their family and the people around them. It's that they have tried to relate to them through their pain. The narcissist is always open ears. They will always listen. They will sit in a room and hate you. And in their mind, they're plotting on ways to destroy you while being even in a relationship with you. But they'll always have ears to listen. They can discard you, you can discard them. They're always open to reunite with you and talk to you again. And it's not because they care about you. It's because they want to finish what they've started. They want to finish you off. They want to see your death. And a lot of us have experienced that death through these narcissists in our life. And that last narcissist was what it took for us to finally realize that the battle was harder than what we thought. So my advice to you guys is to stay away, recreate your reality, and understand that you have life again, and you can choose to do and have whatever you want. So I'm sending you guys lots of love, peace, and I'm just hoping that you guys find understanding and can find your happy place. My happy place is always within myself, and I hope that you guys can find that too, regardless of where you are and what you're going through. So I'll talk to you guys on the next one. Bye.